Hello everyone. Today we'll do problems related to finding phi index and W index. So we'll do two problems. The first one is a trial and error method where you can clearly understand how to go about this problem. And the second one, problem which is given in the university. So I'll read out the problem. So the problem here is a storm with 10 centimeter of precipitation produced a direct runoff of 5.8 centimeter. The duration of the rainfall for 16 hours and its time distribution is given below. We have to estimate the phi index of the storm. So here the rainfall values are given and here the cumulative rainfall values are given. So first of all, we'll tabulate it. Okay, so we have the time for every 2 hours. The cumulative rainfall was given. We can give a pulse number to all. Your pulse number is something like your serial number for reference. So I've given as 1 to 8. From cumulative, I'm calculating the rainfall, just the rainfall during that time. So all I have to do is, my first value is remaining as such, 0.4. The second value I'll be getting 1.3 minus 0.4, 0.9. Here, third value, 2.8 minus 1.3, 1.5. Similarly, you'll be getting for all the values. And then after that, you find the intensity. Intensity is centimeter per hour. Here, the rainfall for 2 hours is 0.2. So 0.2 divided by 2. Okay, the intensity, the data is given for every 2 hours. So you're dividing by 2, you get 0.2. Similarly, 0.9 divided by 2, you get 0.45. Now, once you have tabulated it, if you wish, you can have in decreasing order. Otherwise, you can just take the data as it is. Now, for better understanding, I have represented this in a rainfall hydrograph. So these are the time duration and these are the different intensities. So now we'll go by trial. So again, I have written down the data clearly. Total duration D is equal to 16 hours. Time interval delta T is equal to 2 hours. Why I'm specifying is when we do the problem, it's quite important. Total pulse number N is equal to 8. And we have the relationship N into dt is equal to D. That is N, that is 8 into delta T, 2 is equal to 16. Now, M is a one which satisfies the condition. So, M is basically the number of pulses having rainfall excess. Remember, rainfall excess or effective rainfall is the amount of rainfall after infiltration and initial losses. Okay, that is your rainfall excess. And then we have IK. IK be the intensity of rainfall in the kth pulse. This, and I show the next slide, it will be more clear. Okay, and then we have RD, that is the total direct runoff. And we have the formula RD, that is total direct runoff, is equal to the summation of, okay, all the pulses having rainfall excess from IK minus phi into dt. And then after that, we check for M. MC should be equal to M. I'll tell you what is MC. We get it from the graph or from the tabular column. So we'll start with the first trial where I'm assuming M is equal to 8. Now M I have defined as all the pulse. We have 8 pulses. All the pulse produce rainfall excess. Trial 1, first is assuming that all the rainfall event, okay, from 2, 4, 5, 6, everything produces rainfall excess. And taking M is equal to 8, I'll be calculating the value of I based on RD is given 5.8. Sigma IK is what we calculated in the previous slide. See, these are your IK intensity values. Okay, so I1 is 0.2, I2 is 0.45, I3 is 0.75, etc. If you want, you can have it in decreasing order. It is your choice. Otherwise, you just always have to deduct the lowest number. Now coming here, so I'm assuming this. So basically the formula is, as I told you, 0.2. Okay, so I've shown the elaborate version here. This is nothing but the first one when I K is equal to 1, the value was 0.2 minus 5 into 2, plus the second value 0.45 minus 5 into 2, plus the third value, fourth value. These are all the intensities, the last column which we have calculated. Now you can segregate this as 5.8 is equal to the sum of all these values minus the sum of all these values into 2, okay, into 2 minus 5 into 2 into 8. The 5 is getting repeated 8 times. So I've written that directly here. Now this summation is nothing but 5.8, the sum of all the rainfall intensity into 2 minus 5 into 2 into 8. Now, substituting this, we'll be getting 5 is equal to 0.263 centimeter per hour. Now, I'll show it graphically. What does it mean? This was a rainfall hydrograph I had got. These are the given data. Okay, I've just plotted it here. And here, this line is nothing but the 5 index we have got. So I've plotted your 0.263 here. 0.263. So this is my infiltration. Now remember that anything above this infiltration only will cause my rainfall excess. Okay, so I had assumed all my rainfall is causing rainfall excess. But when we substitute the value like that, we are getting the infiltration index as 0.263. Now, if I take that as the margin, I have only 6 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is causing rainfall excess. So this 6 is nothing but your MC value. So from graph, I'm getting MC is equal to 6. Okay. Now, M is equal to MC. 8 is not equal to 6. So this trial was not right. We go for the next trial. We assume M is equal to 7. Okay. And then again, we calculate the runoff based on the formula. Earlier, M was 8. We considered all the values. Here, we will be considering 7 values. The value which we'll be leaving is a lowest value. Okay. If you see in the graph, the lowest value is this. So this I won't consider. Remaining all, I'll be considering the rainfall intensity. So I have taken 7, the lowest value is emitted, that is the first plus. And then again, I'm calculating. So all the intensities minus the first one, because that was the lowest, into 2 minus 5 into 2 into 7. I'll be getting 5 is equal to 0.271 centimeter per hour. Now again, we'll check in the graph. Now if I plot that here, so remember I have assumed that 7 values is producing rainfall excess. I've assumed that. Now when I come to reality, it will be 0.275. Here again, this is infiltration. Infiltration, the water will go down the ground. So the rainfall excess which is produced is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I assumed it is 7, but it is not 7, it is only 6. 6 is your MC. So again, I have to go with the third trial. So third trial, I'm assuming M is equal to 6. Okay, and again, I'm using the formula total runoff is equal to sigma 1 to 6 IK minus 5 into dt. Again, now in the intensity, the lowest 2 values I will remove and then I'll be calculating. So the lowest 2 values is removed. Here it was the first and the 8th pulse. And when I remove that, I'll be getting sum of all intensities minus those 2 into 2 minus 5 into 2 into 6. I'll be getting the 5 value as 0.275 centimeter per hour. Again, I'll see in the graph, when I've drawn it, the intensity, I have taken M is equal to 6. Now you can see here rainfall excess is contributed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So MC is equal to 6. So both are same. So the value of phi is, by trial and error, it is equal to 0.275 centimeter per hour. And the duration of rainfall excess is given by M into delta T. Okay, delta T. So M, what was the value of M? We got it as M is equal to 6. Delta T was 2, so 12 hours. So the duration of rainfall excess is equal to 12 hours. Generally, whenever we find the phi index, we calculate your T along with it. Okay. Now we'll do one more problem, which is a little more direct. Okay, so here direct means they've already assumed the initial phi index. Okay, so in that case, what happened? You won't have so many trials as you did in the previous problem. Again, in the previous problem, your diagram was only for reference. You can just see the values of intensity and compare the infiltration index. I have shown it graphically. You don't have to draw the graph. You can just see the values and see, I'll just show it to again. Knock out the values accordingly. Yeah, you can just see this value. When you take the value of m, when you get the first intensity, which in all is less, then you can knock off. Okay, you don't have to draw the graph. Your graph is only for your physical understanding. Now coming to the next problem. Yeah, so this is a problem. So here every 30 minutes, so 0.5 hours it is given. And here they've directly given you the rainfall rate. So you don't have to do any calculation. So directly they have given you the rainfall rate. And they've told that the surface runoff is 3.4 centimeter. You have to determine the phi index and W index, assuming initial phi index is more than 1.4 centimeter per hour. So here you don't have to start with a trial. They've told that the phi index is more than 1.4 centimeter. Okay, so this is my data. I have written all the 6 pulses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The time interval is in hours, so minutes I've converted to hours. And then the intensities, it is directly given. I have written down the intensities. Now they're telling, the problem they're telling, so again, so here total duration is 3 hours. The time interval is 0.5. Total pulse is equal to 6. So 6 into 0.5, I'll be getting D is equal to 3. Okay, so this all are the procedures. So RD, total direct runoff, is equal to 3.4. And then here again, we'll be using the formula RD is equal to sigma 1 to m Ik minus phi into dt. Now here, instead of trial and error, the first trial itself will be that they have very clearly told the phi index is not less than, the phi index is greater than 1.4. So in that case, I can easily remove this first value and the last value because both the values are less than 1.4. Okay, I repeat again, there we started with trial, here if you start, you assume the value of m, check for phi value. If not, then assume the value of phi. To avoid that, they're avoiding that in this problem by saying that the initial infiltration index or the phi index is greater than 1.4. So the phi index initially itself, I have to assume greater than 1.4. My first value and the second value will be omitted. So what is the value of m I'll be taking? I'll be taking the value of m as 1, 2, 3, 4 because only these 4 values will satisfy the initial infiltration index greater than 1.4. So based on that, I'll do the calculation. So assuming phi is greater than 1.4 centimeter per hour, I am assuming m is equal to 4. Then I'm using the formula here. So here the value of m is equal to 4. Okay, RD value is 3.4. Sum of all the intensities, which is greater than 1.4, I'm doing. Your delta T is equal to 0.5 minus 5 into delta T into my m value is equal to 4. Now when I do that, I'll be getting the phi value is equal to 1.65 centimeter per hour. Okay. So again, I'll check back. I have to check for MC. I've not drawn the hyetograph this time. So my phi value is 1.65. So the same value. So here, this already I have not taken. This is greater than 1.65, greater than 1.65, greater than 1.65, and greater than 1.65. So my assumed value was 4. Even MC will be 4 because all these are greater than 1.65. So my phi index is equal to 1.65. Okay, and then I'll be calculating my duration of rainfall axis, that is m into delta t is equal to 4 into 0.5 is equal to 2 hours. Now this will be useful for my calculation of W index, which they have asked in the problem. Your W index is equal to total precipitation minus total runoff minus any initial losses divided by the duration of rainfall excess. Okay. Now here the total precipitation, we have all the intensities into your time interval. I'll be getting the value of 8. Okay. So all the intensity into time duration, I'm getting 8. Direct runoff, total runoff is already given. It is given as 3.4. Initial losses, they can give in the problem. So suppose initial loss is 5 mm, you have to convert to centimeter and then you have to deduct it as per the formula. So here it is not given, it is 0. Divided by duration of rainfall excess. So this we got it from the phi index. Okay, we got it from the phi index. Make sure you calculate it correctly. So divided. So I'll be getting the W index is equal to 2.3 centimeter per hour. So this is how you calculate your phi index and W index. Thank you.